It seems the ship manufacturers just love double dipping their balls in their throats with all of those upgrades. Thus far in the price range, only Diamondback Explorer has been the one to prove that upgrading a ship is a good idea. Now that we've come to Keelback, the question rises once more. Did Lakon shit the bed? To many commanders out there, it has to be the worst pile of projectile vomit there is. But to me, it's more like an interesting science experiment. To see if you can make a fat kid into a pussy crusher. Coming to us with the price tag of 3.1 mil, Keelback being based off Type 6 costs twice as much. The usual question of is it twice as good comes up, and the answer is a typical no. Instead of expanding the ship's cargo bay, there have been some interesting additions made to the ship, starting with the outside. Now in my Type 6 review, I asked why did Lakon leave those side panels open? That just didn't make sense. So for Keelback, Lakon addressed this by introducing two new moving thrusters. How fucking cool is that? Seriously, this makes Keelback resemble v-tol aircrafts from olden days. If anything, this makes the ship look better. But then again, improving upon brick design isn't that hard. Other than that, we got some additional gun ports up top, and visually, that's about it. Looking inside, I should not be surprised at this point, but seriously, does it literally hurt those stupid manufacturers to design new, better cockpits for these ships? Keelback's going for the combat trader route, so it makes some fucking sense to scale down that ridiculously huge glass house dick pit. But no, Lakon loves it when people can see you jack off. Just think, this thing's got very small shields even before the upgrade, so shooting out those glass windows would be very easy. It's much like having a rubber glove for a helmet in dildo sword battle. Whatever, moving on to nitty gritty. Lube yourselves up and let's grease those gears. First off, we get two extra medium gun ports up top for them glorious laser turrets. Woo! Now, with a nice pair of dangly jingle bells underneath and a pair of good floppy strong dongs up top, you're ready to take on the world. As I think of it, Keelback is a snake species and they do have a pair of cum guns, so that's legit. By the way, yes, people call their waggly lizards this way. Oh, and there is also term dude piston, flesh flute, meat injector, and mayo shooting hot dog gun floating around. Right, enough talk about snake schlongs, back to the ship. We get a bit more armor, one less class 4 compartment, and due to extra weight, maneuverability and speed suffers, even though we have those awesome v-tol wings. Now, many might say, combat trader? Pfft, that's like having a Jewish militant extremist. Oh wait, Israelis. Right. Besides, who the fuck am I to judge a country's military when Latvia has 3 tanks? One that drives, one that shoots, and one in parts. But a full set we have not. Seriously, I'm not even joking. In any case, Keelback's just able to tank a bit more damage and dish out some okay punches. But 1v1 against Eagle, in most cases you can kiss your golden butt cheeks goodbye. But speaking of butts, Keelback is a rather special ship. It's the cheapest with the current roster that can equip fighter bay. Yes, you can open up your cargo bay and give birth to a vicious nymphomaniac ready to abuse your enemies in all the ways. For trader, having a fighter bay is awesome, but you have to sacrifice your cargo capacity, making it not so worth for average trading. I guess unique and rare goods trading could be a thing, but then again you have cheaper ships that can jump further and go faster. Either way, if you want to test out fighters, this is a good cheap ship to do it in. Oh, and you only have one chair in this ship, so no multi-crew, which is a shame. As the last thing, Keelback actually has an alien-like boost sound. Really, it's so unique, I'm suspicious Lakon has access to Targoid tech now. But all that conspiracy stuff aside, Keelback in a phrase is an ouch potato. This phrase was coined by a Reddit user, so here you go. Meat popsicle, middle stump, one-eyed snake, moisture and heat-seeking venomous throbbing python of love. Man, this is great. Pedro, Pepe, pigskin bus, sausage schnitzel, spawn hammer, single-barreled pump-action Pollock yogurt shotgun. What the fuck? Really, what the fuck are people coming up with these days?